Hello?
Would you like to play a game?
Tomorrow, prepare to scream. Scream, rated R. Only in theaters tomorrow.
And what's going on? Happy Day. This is another episode of Knucklehead Chronicles podcast. It is me, your boy, the Guru, along with my man, K Peeps, Quinn. So now disappeared here. And our special guest on this episode. This is our 1 year, one episode, Calvin. I don't know where you go by now. What you go by now? You used to go by
at the bottom.
Ooh, disrespectful.
Man. Come on now.
Tell him, Calvin. Tell him to put some respect on your name.
Some spec.
Because it was Zucchini a long time. It was Mr. Zucchini a long time ago. I don't know what it is now. So I know it was Mr. Zucchini a long time ago.
That's the zoo. That's the zoo.
The zoo. Okay, got it. Well, see, here's the deal. When you say zoo, I'm thinking about Mizzou. I'm here. I'm in Mizzou's backyard. So when I see or hear zoo, I think about Mizzou, the football team. So give you guys a little bit of backdrop, a little bit of history with Calvin and Kev the Great and I, that we were part of a group called GFT, and we're still has been rebranded and brought back. We're on Facebook.
It ain't never gonna be the same. It ain't never gonna be the same as the old.
Don't tell Nas or Evelyn that. But nonetheless, I ain't want none of that smoke, bro. I promise you, because Evelyn will FaceTime. But see, she'll bring the smoke to me though. I don't want no. You know what? Don't, not today.
I'm gonna tell you, don't call her to come back.
Oh, don't be like that. If I had a rock, I'll bust your head, bitch. Say me, she deaf, you know.
I don't want any smoke. I just
you know me, I live for the smoke. I live for it.
You sound like the street prophet from WWE. Anyway, we are here at the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast. You can visit the website at Knucklehead Chronicles podcast.com. If you want to check us out on YouTube, please go to podpage.com/KCP KC Podcast 2021.
Man, I was about to say, you better get that right.
KC Podcast 2021. And you can go to all of the audio platforms. You can go to YouTube. You can go to all that. All right. So on this episode, we're talking about, and this topic today was kind of triggered by E Digger. He did a show called Let's Talk with E Digger. Or was it Afternoon Flow? I can't remember. But anyway, he was talking about
Afternoon Flow.
He was talking about Tough Tonys. And we're talking. So today, I want to talk about social media bullies, right? People who get on social media and they want to keyboard thug and all that good stuff. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. But before we get into that, I want to ask my fellas, how has your week been thus far? It is early in the week, so how is your week going thus far? I'll start with the guest of the hour, Mr. Calvin. How's your week thus far?
It's there. It's going. It could be better.
Right.
But,
well, it's just Tuesday, so it'll get
that's
there.
What I'm saying. It's always just Tuesday.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Hopefully things get better towards the end.
Hopefully they get better for your Bears, but we're not gonna speak on that.
You know what?
I'm gonna tell you like this: if you don't shut your ass up, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
That was my alter ego talking to you just now.
But so Kevin, how was your week, brother?
Man, it's I'm feeling grand right now. I got some. I get to travel this weekend. See my kids perform for that their band competition.
Oh, nice.
West part of Texas, and right now, I'm living in the moment with my Braves. Although my Eagles are sucking right now, but we got 3 first-round picks next year. I ain't tripping. We gonna bounce back. But right now, it's all about this squad right here.
Aren't the Braves up 2-0?
We up 2-0. We winning 5-2.
Now we in agreeing on something.
Now we winning 5-2. in
Right
game
now?
3 right now. So if we
Man,
win, we are 3-0.
They are killing the Dodgers. It's crazy.
Now we're agreeing on something.
We want the smoke. We want the smoke.
I don't know.
Now, the Eagles, they
smoke.
can fly away, but
you know what? Your
Now you
parents
talking
can
about
really bear down and actually die.
Look, we got the league right where we want them.
Right.
We got the quarterback.
Boy, these Chicago Bears
We
fans,
got
boy.
to get rid of this coach
Y'all
and get a real one in there. And then we back.
Look, I tell you what. We'll give you our coach, and you can take Jalen Hurts with him.
No, we got Justin. We got Justin. We good with Justin.
Who? Kevin? Wait.
Jalen Hurts, our quarterback.
Are we speaking the same language?
Your quarterback isn't the problem.
I don't think you speak English, brother. You Jalen Hurts.
Quarterback is the Eagles' quarterback isn't the problem.
He is the problem. If you ain't watching the games, don't tell me nothing.
This is not a sports.
I'm gonna show you how he's not the problem.
Not a sports
How you go and trade Zach Ertz right after the game?
It wasn't traded right after the game. See, that's why I know you ain't talking. Let's go.
This is not a sports podcast. Let's get.
Hey, my week was
okay.
My week
Boy, I tell you,
somebody about to try to ruin it.
Oh, don't be like that. If I had a rock, I'll bust your head, bitch. Say, man, she deaf, you know?
I love Bernie Mac. I had to get that sound. Not sure why. I need to get the SVU hammer. Dang, dang. Got to get that. Let's get into the topic, fellas, real quick. If we, we're talking about social media bullies and how serious this is across social media. If you look at, I don't know if any of you guys are TikTok folks. I know Kev is on there every now and then. I peruse every now and then on TikTok. Kevin, what about you?
I just see whatever pops up.
Yeah,
whatever y'all put in y'all stories.
Yeah, I'm on TikTok. I just I follow you. I follow Kev. So
yeah,
I just look at whatever pop up on. Just scroll up, and if y'all pop up, y'all pop up.
That pop up. Yeah, if I'm on your For You page, I'll pop up there. So here's the question though: what? And I guess it depends on the topic of conversation. Like TikTok is really bad. TikTok, people are saying that TikTok, the app, is racist because there are certain things that Black creators can do on TikTok that will get them banned or community violations. And if a white creator does it, nothing happens. You can report a white creator and make it happen. But why is that, huh?
Depends
so
on the
let
audience.
me break it. Let me break something down. It's been going across certain platforms like Twitch is also the same way.
Same way? Yeah, I heard Twitch was like that. That's why I'm not on it.
So you have these white creators who get most of their material from Black people.
Colonizer.
And they go and do it, but they blow up faster because you have to think about it. Most people that follow Black people are more than likely other Black people.
That's right.
But you got Black people following white creators, and they got white people, Asian, Latino, all of that. So what happens is, if you get to the majority of people complaining about this Black, it's pretty much hating, because they do, like on Twitch, they do hate raids where they're trying to eliminate this Black person as the competition. They keep reporting it to TikTok. So TikTok comes and bans you for this content, but when you done stole this content and went in, you done stole this person's idea and trying to make it your own, so you getting them banned from making that content now.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't know. Calvin, what do you think, man? What's going on social media? What's up with the bullying? Where they come from?
Man, bullying.
Cyber.
It just made punks think they more tougher now to me. That's how they come down.
Fingertips on steroids.
So I joined Facebook when it was called the Facebook.
It's easier to say over the computer.
Yeah,
right.
It's definitely. So is it like not liquid courage? That's coffee, but a liquor. So it's kind of like internet.
Cyber courage.
Cyber courage.
Yeah. It's that Matrix courage. As soon as you get into the Matrix, you Neo. So I'm gonna tell y'all the story from the past. I joined Facebook in 2005 when it was called the Facebook. This before it had an IPO, This is when you had to type in www.facebook.com and you had to have a college email address to be on Facebook.
Damn, Zuckerberg.
So at the time, it was probably less than 500,000 people on Facebook. It was this guy that stayed on the other side of Hattiesburg. I went to the University of Southern Mississippi, but he was on campus. He just didn't stay on campus. So, he found me on Facebook. I thought we were cool or something, but come to find out he was always, talking sly about me, talking crazy, whatnot. So somebody came, logged in their Facebook page on my computer, showed me what he was saying about me. I said, bet. Went to the cafeteria, which we called the Commons, approached them. I was like, so what's good? So I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. Nah, bro, man, where you get all that from? I'm like, well, they showed it to me on your Facebook page. You calling me out by name. Nah, man, it's another Quintard Stewart. No, it ain't, bro. You ain't finna tell me that, bro. I'm the only Quintard Stewart on this campus. I can guarantee you that, bro.
Yeah, only one.
And then, I know you talking about me because at the time I was wearing nothing but Dickie, the whole Dickie suit with tall tees and Air Force Ones.
I need some Air Forces, some cross colors right about now too. Go ahead. Sorry.
So you was tough on, and I told him, I said, so you tough on Facebook, but you're a whole hoe right here.
Yeah. Pull-up game was strong.
Pull-up game strong. Because at the time, I was healthy at the time.
Right.
At the time, I'm still, rock solid, 225, ready to go.
Man, I wish I was 225. God,
that's what you call when cyberbullying go wrong.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I punked him down in front of the whole cafeteria and let him know, bro, you say anything else about me, the next time me and you see each other, it's going to be a misunderstanding and it's going to be on site.
It's going to be some furniture moving. I think about that. I think about Dave Chappelle when he did that spoof about keeping it real.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
Keeping it real go wrong.
I keeps it real. Wu-Tang. That's Dave Chappelle. But I never could. I mean, and this really, especially with cyberbullying, has really gone to a whole different height with racism and the allies and white supremacy and this and that and everybody. And TikTok is really bad. Now I know we were talking about Twitch earlier. I'm not really big on Twitch. I used to be. I tried to be. I wasn't really good at it, so I just never left Twitch alone. But TikTok, I see every day. These mofos are so busy now to where they do a thing called doxing. Anybody know what that? Anybody familiar with what that is?
Not exactly sure.
Doxing now it's an actual term that's in the dictionary. Doxing is giving out someone's personal information and making it public.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's
they are now making that stuff, and people are getting doxed. Now it's against the law to do that. There's a law in the books that you can't dox people. But these people, especially people who are activists on TikTok, there's one friend of mine in particular. She goes by the screen name of Cuban Delight on TikTok. She's been doxxed several times. But she a blood though, so she don't really care. So she's like, come on, so you come to my house.
She stay strapped. She stay strapped.
Yeah. So, shout out to Cuban Delight, by the way, if she listening to it. But what is in the water that make people think that they can go on people's content? Like,
I'll tell you what it is.
What is it, Kevin?
I'll tell you what it is. It's this courage, all right. So, and I'll even take it a step further. Now, we even got to the point where school bullying is taken to the cyber network,
right?
And it's taken to where schools have a whole introduction of things that they have to do now in order to try to control a situation with cyberbullying,
right?
With school suicides with kids and stuff. This generation is so soft now that they get on the internet and it makes them feel so tough. They got Twitter fingers. They get on the internet and their fingers. I'm telling you, a lot of these kids and a lot of these punks nowadays, their fingers should be swole They should have muscle on their fingers.
Not swollen Twitter fingers.
And it's to the point where now it's a thing. It's an actual thing now to get on and say what you want. You can say it with your chest.
Hi, my name is Joe, and I'm a home decor overspender. Hi, Joe. I made a breakthrough. I found HomeSense. It's unreal. So many brand name sofas. I bought one. Oh, wow, really? It's okay. The prices, so low. Lighting, unexpected. Rugs, handcrafted. Wall art, eclectic. I go back like every week. No, it's always different. New unique decor, same great savings. Every time you go. Field trip. HomeSense. Standout pieces, outstanding prices.
The only thing better than grinding all night for your side hustle is your roommate picking you up with Mickey D's breakfast. The perfect pickup deal.
There's a deal for every morning at McDonald's.
Right now, taste breakfast perfection when you get a warm and savory sausage McMuffin with egg for just $2.50. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with combo meal.
But when you get, done like Q did, old boy, you get put on the spot and you get to I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean to send that email and blah blah. No, now it's time to get real.
Yeah.
But when you behind an actual screen or a phone and you keyboard warrior and all that, you tough as hell. You think you untouchable. You untouchable until you are actually able to be touched. That's
I'm gonna tell you why I feel like it started at. If you ever play games like Call of Duty and you've been online playing and you get in these groups with these white people and these little kids because they're on a microphone, you can't see them, you can't physically find them, they talking crazy.
Right.
So here's the thing: when you're on social media, you can hide behind a screen name. You can hide behind. You don't even have to put your real name up there. You don't have to put no pictures of yourself up there, and you can terrorize somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And then go to school the next day because it's really bad with children. Go to school the next day and smiling and hee and ha ha in this person's face. When that person get home, you're terrorizing them.
Right.
And then the thing is, you block somebody, and then they find a way around being blocked. They'll just terrorize you on one of their friends' page.
Right.
Or they'll make up another whole
It's
profile
like
to do it.
Terry was kind of getting there earlier, like when people drink the liquid courage.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with this, except you're not drinking it. It just gives them the courage to want to do and say what they want to do. Like I went through an instance. I don't play Call of Duty, but I used to play Madden a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, they do it on Madden.
And I remember I was playing this little young, I could tell he was a little young white boy. And we was playing and he cussing and all that and stuff. I was beating him. And then I went up like 21 points and he was like, fuck you, nigga. And then got off the game. So I just laughed. I'm like, wow.
Pause.
But then you got like, I'm here in Chicago. So, you got people that woof on social media, they live, they Instagrams and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Got them guys that come see them.
That's Chirac in your area.
They come see him.
I mean, they sell the wolf tickets, and then when it's time to put on that show, the show counts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like I said, you are touchable until you are untouchable till you're able to be touched. And being from Mississippi, Q put up a great example earlier. When we go to knocking, I mean, you get one warning, and really normally you don't get one warning. I'm trying to throw hands with you.
Kevin, no,
I'm trying to be very disrespectful, respectfully.
No.
This is Kevin, no, for
nowhere near. Like I promise you.
Last time I was in school with Kevin was middle school. We was probably 8th grade. Kev, I will walk up in gym, and if I got a problem with somebody, I ain't saying no words. Just walk up and swing. We throwing hands.
But see, we're talking Now, all of us are men of certain ages. We're not the Generation X. We're not what's going on now, right? What's going on now? And these young whippersnappers can walk around here. These young Thundercats get to walk around here and think they can just bully somebody. But see, to me though, I think that cyber stalkers
that hold up for that type of behavior too.
But see, now here's the thing. Now the parents don't be knowing a lot of what's going on.
They know. I mean, no.
No, I'm telling you, what these kids doing on social media, if you ain't into it like they is, you're not gonna know. Or somebody gonna tell you because somebody gonna know somebody that knows somebody.
But the first thing the folks gonna say, if they come at my child, they gonna get their ass whooped.
Would not be thugs had it not be if it wasn't for social media.
Yeah.
Because back in my time, I'm almost in the dinosaur age.
Yeah, me and you both, buddy.
Man, shut up. But,
just say
back then you had to come say it to my face.
Yeah.
And once you say it, you got to back it up. But a lot of them can do a lot of this woofing because you way over there. Like I could talk stuff to Kevin all day, and he's somewhere in a whole nother state. I'm talk stuff. I can bully him all day. He ain't gonna see me. Then one day he pop up in the city, and bam, there you go. You never know. But that's what goes on in their mind, and they think they ain't gonna get touched that way. Exactly. So it's easy. But you gotta remember, outside of that computer is real life, or that telephone, or that tablet you typing on. Real life gonna come and hit you one day.
Mm-hmm. But real quick, Kevin, because you this is your first time on the show, right? So I can see Kevin getting cyberbullied. This is Kevin right here. Listen. This is Kevin.
And you got to step out back.
Hey, it was just a misunderstanding.
No, it ain't. It ain't no misunderstanding. Quick just accused me of stealing. And if you're going to take up for Quick in here, we can all be some fighting motherfuckers in here this evening.
I can hear Kevin.
Bring it on.
Bring your ass, nigga. I can see Kevin doing something like that. Or even Quinn. Because but it is just the sheer audacity for me with these kids. Like my kids, Melissa's kids, Zariah and Javante, both of them are mixed. They have a white mother, black father. And so I can hear Javante on there playing Call of Duty, Madden, Fortnite, whatever he's playing. And I can hear these young kids calling him a nigga and all this other good stuff. And I'm like, how do you feel? I mean, well, we all know, everybody's listening, we all know that racism is something that's taught. It's not, the kids don't come out of the womb with that particular thing. So it's taught. But as soon as we touch one of these children, then they want to call the cops on me. You know what I'm saying? They want to call the cops on me. I just, like, my podcast mate, Tiffany, or Double D Mother, on You Can't Make This Shit Up, she was being cyberbullied, or they were going after her account on TikTok. And one young lady was just like, oh, everybody that follows you was a dumbass. And I was like, let me tell you something. I almost duetted one of her videos. Like, look, you don't know me, but what you're not finna get ready to do is mess with this one. And it's a collaborative clusterfuck that's happening on social media. And it's like, but why? Y'all know, cyber stalkers to me, y'all, are kind of like America's dumbest criminals. Because back in the day, you used to have to go on somebody else's account and try to find out what they said or whatever. But no, because your dumb ass is going to put your public shit somewhere on Facebook or Instagram or something, or somebody's going to be smart enough who's not in IT and pull your IP address. And it's the same thing. Goofy. Why do you do that? Like, so why is cyberbullying? Why is this such a rampant thing? And these kids feel like they can continue to do it and not be touched.
Courage to the courageless.
That's all it is.
It's so. And then what? Once they get touched.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. When they're literally back here being keyboard warriors, they're not thinking how stupid or dumb they are acting or saying the dumb shit that they are. They're literally thinking, okay, I'm trying to one up you, or I'm gonna talk about you so bad that you don't feel like shit. That's what the keyboard warrior part comes in. They will even go as far as talking about your family, calling you a racial name, racial slurs. They'll go as far as threatening you and saying that, I can beat you up and all this. But when it comes down to actual reality, like Calvin Brown said, it's bringing the smoke. I'm here for the smoke. I don't want nothing else after that. Just bring the smoke.
So let's just take this back some. Back in the day, pre-social media, we all come from that type of environment. Whereas if you had a bully in your school, it was, pretty much known who your bully was, because he wasn't bullying just you.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't hiding though until somebody actually stood up to him and exposed him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's all it takes. You can't expose them anymore because it's on the internet.
Right.
Even if you find out who they are and you whoop their ass, they can still go to the internet and continue to do it. And next thing you know, you got a restraining order against you because you whooped some ass.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I tell my nieces and my little cousins and everything, y'all softer than tissue paper that's been in the rainstorm.
Softer than baby shit.
We used to walk in school, don't have a bad haircut. Soon as you walk in school and you gotta take your skull cap off or your hat off, you hear who cut that dude's head. It's over for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on.
And like now you can't even joke with kids, or you can't even joke, you know what I'm saying? You can't, you know what I'm saying, had them back and forth, like we used to do. You have, roasting sessions, checking sessions, joning sessions.
You just hit on something. Like back then, when somebody talked about you, you came home crying or whatever. Well, if you had the type of peer parents or uncles and aunties I had, you better say something back.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't come in here crying about, or if somebody hits you, you hit them back.
I'm glad you said that.
The thing is now is like what we talked about on the show before, with what I talked with Terry. A lot of the people that was like afraid to come out or be a certain type of way, or people who got bullied, these are the days that a lot of them are in charge now. So they're making up the rules.
Right.
So they don't put the no bullying stuff out there. Or I want to get into the other stuff because I don't want to get y'all banned. But
from where? You good?
But like
you will get
like it's just like with how we used to have that weak guy in school, and then that guy going become a police officer. So now he got a badge. Now he can go and mess with his bully all he wanted to.
And it gives him the courage because now I got this badge. So even though you could still whoop his ass, but he figured because I got this badge, I got something over you. I'm tougher, I'm better than you. But that ain't the case.
Sounds like Derek Chauvin to me.
Even if the definition of a bully, it says that it says a person who habitually seeks to harm or intimidate those whom they perceive as vulnerable.
Right.
So they think you're vulnerable when you on here until your ass get touched.
Yeah, you get touched. That's
touched. So like back then, you had to either face the bully or you ran from the bully.
Right.
And when it was before social media, now social media, you can talk all you want to me. I can say what I can tell you what I'm gonna do to you, but if I can't touch you, it's just gonna continue. But
you know what I always felt like a solution is to cyberbullying? Get off social media for a while. Don't get them the energy they need. Just fall back for a minute.
No, you ain't got to do all that. No, that's taking it a step too far. How
is that taking a step too far? Why are you constantly subjecting yourself to enduring this every day?
Everybody ain't built the same.
From it.
Everybody ain't built the same. Let's just say that.
I say that would be.
I got tough skin. I got tough skin. Like Calvin said, you couldn't come to my family house, and I even told my fiance no. When I first introduced her to my family, I told her, "Hey, my family gonna talk shit. You got to fend for yourself." Let them know you in there. Once you in, you grin, you in. But
you green,
you know, now going back, you can't just. I was raised to talk shit. You talk shit, I'm with the dirty dozen. I'm finna come after your neck. But sometimes it's not even meant for that. Like for kids, say you online on playing Madden, like Calvin said. Like I went through that. My kids go through that. You know, playing Warzone, and you get online and you hear the nigga, and then you hear, oh, your mama, you know, and all this. Just ignore it. They don't know you. They don't know your family. They don't know your history. Just ignore it. You ain't got to get offline. You know why take away one of your entertainments just to satisfy them, or you know, for whatever? Just ignore it. Go past it.
Okay, so you make that sound simple, right?
It is simple.
It's really not, because you got children. You have kids out here that are not made like you. You have children out here who are they haven't been taught to be tough, or they haven't had that particular leadership position in their life.
But that's why. Hold on. But that's why I go back.
What we take.
But that's why I go back and say everybody's built different.
Right.
So everybody's not.
He did say everybody built different. He did say
it's not considered a good thing to raise your kids to have tough skin simply because they're expected to go out into the world. Like kids these days are expected to go out into the world and everything is supposed to be hunky-dory. They're not learning things the hard way like we did.
Right. So it's the blind leading the blind almost. There's nobody leading them.
Because like for the Dave Chappelle, like with the Dave Chappelle instance, take that for instance. Nobody has shit to say. We was laughing at ourselves when Dave Chappelle was making all the black jokes.
Yep.
Wasn't nobody trying to get Dave Chappelle canceled. Wasn't nobody trying to bring in organizations to, you know, take money away from this man. That man walked away because he was just like, it's fine for me. Y'all want to pay me more money to make fun of my own people? But now that he's making fun of these other people, y'all ain't had nothing to say about none of the stuff that was said on the Chappelle show or the stand-up. But because y'all got this thin ass skin, because you made a decision to be what you chose to be, but you thin skinned about that, so you insecure in your decision in the first place. Yeah.
But on this episode, what we're not gonna do is discuss that particular topic, because I feel a way about it, and I know, like Calvin said before we went live, a little while ago, you said, I'm gonna be careful because I'm gonna get y'all banned. So what we don't want to do is get banned. There's so much stuff.
It's not nothing I would say against them.
Nothing
because it's so sensitive of a topic.
It really is.
What's gonna happen?
You coming to bed, hon?
Yep, honey, I'll be right there. Just got to turn out the light. Ow! 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 Ah! Go!
Some things never change. Like your kids always leaving tiny toys on the floor for you to step on. And Geico saving folks lots of money on their car insurance.
Sweetie, I think I left the downstairs light on.
Please don't make me go.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Hi, my name is Joe, and I'm a home decor overspender. Hi, Joe. I made a breakthrough. I found HomeSense. It's unreal. So many brand name sofas. I bought one.
Oh, wow, really?
It's okay. The prices, so low. Lighting, unexpected. Rugs, handcrafted. Wall art, eclectic. I go back like every week. No, it's always different. New unique decor, same great savings. Every time you go. Field trip. HomeSense. Standout pieces, outstanding prices.
It really is. I mean, so you have to.
I just use that as a compare and contrast to, like this generation of children. It's just like if I'm sitting up there going back and forth with my nieces and nephews or something, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Uncle Quinn, this why you look like this. When I light in on that ass with them grade A, you know what I'm saying? Them grade A jokes.
Yeah.
That's when they want to start boo-hooing, and I can't be like, straighten your punk ass up.
The hell I can. Oh, I go for next. My nieces,
they're not my children. These are my nieces and nephews, and I have to abide by their parents. I have to.
And that's why you see in Facebook.
Because my brothers and my sisters know when we was in the family and we got roasted by our uncles and aunts. The generation don't stop. I'm coming for your look. You soft? All right, I don't care. You getting this work. You want to talk?
I ain't saying they ain't catching these jokes now. I ain't saying they ain't catching these jokes.
I don't care. I don't care
It's
how
just
you
when
feel.
they start crying, I gotta fall back and hey man, get your child, man.
I fall back nothing. You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna tell Pete. I'm gonna tell my brother Pete, Jeremy, come get this little soft ass kid over here crying because I was talking shit. What's gonna happen? And all they gonna do is say toughen your ass up. Get your ass. You want to talk shit? You grin, you in. That's the family rule.
I told my daughters, come home telling me somebody talked about you. Your ass better learn. I roast them myself at home just so they can get practice.
Exactly.
Then I tell them, now let me teach you how to fight. Because once you get good at it and then you start being better than somebody else, then you're going to have to know how to throw them hands. So it comes with both of them. And most of the time, the people who do the cyberbullying only can do the first. They can't do the second. They can't throw hands.
But here's the thing here also. That's why a lot of these kids go and get guns. Because back in the day, you get your ass whooped, you got to see me. If I was to get my ass whooped, he had to see me the next day. You get your ass whooped, you go home, do some push-ups, you see that nigga the next day.
My brother told me you get your ass whooped.
Jerry until I won, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't gonna never end because after I whoop your ass, then you gonna be like, oh, he got to see me.
Mm-hmm.
Like now is I ain't finna take no ass whooping. I ain't finna take no L. I'm just gonna shoot this nigga.
Yeah, that's how it is down. But I've caught many L's as a kid because that's life. You catch the L, you move on. But now society won't allow that. You catching the L is lame, and you can't do that. Soft. So you have to do something, and you have to, especially on social media. Now I got to do something to go viral on you, on your dime, because now you're gonna embarrass me. Now I got to do something silly to go viral.
It's that one up, and that's what actually pours gas with the cyberbully. You got to try to one up this person or do this.
Yeah.
And it's just a full damn cycle, and it's so damn dumb. That's what I'm saying. A lot of the time when it's coming to this cyberbullying, I look at it as you got to be one of these kids that got bullied in school, and now you want to talk shit because you can't fight. So I'm not gonna give you my energy. I'll talk shit about you, but I'm not gonna give you my full energy at the end of the day because I get banned. Y'all know I'm famous for getting banned on Facebook,
and I'm need for you to start doing that.
I'm sorry. When the last two
I'm like
times
Cat Williams. Listen to me. Stop right there. I'm gonna be like Cat Williams. Don't be sorry, bitch. Be careful. I need you to not.
I got banned for the first time on Facebook.
I don't even know what that is.
I barely even post.
Right.
Yeah. One of my buddies was in the hospital, and he came through something real tragic. All I said was alhamdulillah, which is Islamic praise.
You're right.
And got banned.
I got
What?
banned. Yes. They said I couldn't post no more.
I did somewhat of the same thing. I did somewhat of the same thing back a year ago.
Tim, you got banned.
No. Hold on, Quinn.
Shit you posted like 30 years ago.
No. That ain't it. Now, the last two times wasn't my fault, but a year ago when I got banned for 30 days, I got banned because our cousin had a car wreck. He had a brand new truck.
I remember that.
His wife was pregnant, and some punk that was racing cut him off and made them wreck. And he drove off. It was a hit and run. And they was on the post talking smack. Oh, he wasn't racing. He's not what you call a racer. I don't give a damn. And when you coming from my cousin's neck, when his kid, unborn child, life is on the line, and you literally taking up for this punk, I'm coming for you. So I went in Messenger, I went in Facebook, I went and posted on their pages.
That's stalking, Kevin.
Call it what you want.
It was warranted. Okay, call it what you want. When it
was warranted.
You get that knock on the door. Stop. I get what you're saying. I remember that post because you were angry. I think we spoke about it. You was PO'd about that. But there's certain things, even in your anger, you can't do. See, that's the problem. is that we as a people sometimes we move in emotion, and emotion makes us make irrational decisions sometimes. Now you could have handled that a whole different way. I mean, I get it. I get it. But your knee jerk was, I'm gonna go on all their shit and fuck all their shit up because they did that. But at the end of the day, who did it hurt?
It didn't hurt me. You know how I feel about Facebook. I really don't care. But at the same time, when it was my cousin, and who's actually now gonna be my godson, because we're gonna be godparents to this kid. I mean, I feel like I actually did. I did something to step up. I took up for my family. And now that it makes more sense for me to take up for now my godson. I know I feel like I did the right thing. I don't have any ill will towards anybody, but just let it be known when you come from my family. I don't care if it's Facebook or not. You can be found. You here in San Antonio too? Oh, you can be found. You in Chicago? I got family up there. You in Mississippi? You better run. Right. You in El Paso?
Ain't nobody scared of your family. Ain't nobody scared of your family.
Hey. Let me tell you like this. If you don't shut your ass up, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, but like, real talk though, man. I've always, I grew up kind of like the fat kid, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no kind of like it. I wasn't really fat. I was just husky. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I used to get, I ain't had no husky belly, man. I was just kind of just like bulky, but I ain't had no height though.
Yeah.
So
you
but when I had my growth spurt, it was on. But I mean, so I developed tough skin early, and hell, even in my family, my mom used to throw jokes at me, telling me I had a head like Casper the Friendly Ghost. She said when I run, I used to look like the turtle Cecil from the Looney Tunes.
Your mama,
like for real, like that's why jokes never bothered me, bro.
Wait,
like for real, because I dealt with it at home. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let's go back a step. Let's go back, please. Let's go back a step. Your mama said you used to run like Cecil.
She said it looked like
I love Cecil, man. It was my dude. He had zero fucks. None. He couldn't find one in that shell of his. He couldn't even find a fucking that shell. It was crazy.
She used to tell me and my brother got different textures to hair. My brother got that real nigga hair.
Yeah.
That and she used to tell him your hair look like sheep shit on shallow water.
Oh,
Jesus. Like my mom used to throw jokes at us like hard. So when we go to school, we already got this ammo, and I'm talking about this constantly. Like this hand is steady doing this, throwing these jokes.
Oh man. Now he ain't lying, because when we was at school, even during football practice, because we played football too, even during football practice, we have a little session before practice. And we used to get in trouble during practice because Coach Brown and Coach Warren used to make us run laps because we over there joking and laughing and throwing jokes at each other. And I made a mistake and threw a joke at Coach Brown, and he made me run a full practice. But we're not gonna talk about
now. Coach Brown looked like he been stuck in. Coach Brown looked like he walked in the 70s and said, "I like it." He ain't never left.
Right. Let me get my commercial in real fast, folks. I did not do one, so hold tight.
Have a show idea? Want to host your own radio show? Are you a DJ looking for a place to showcase your skills? Contact us today at WLEO267radio@gmail.com. We've got a spot for you.
All right, so we're on the downslope here to the end of the podcast. I know Quinn had to step out, get ready for Nerd Flow. Thank you, Quinn, for coming through, man. I appreciate you, brother. Before we go, this is what I want to get into. Uh-oh, I'm in the wrong one. Yeah. Here we go. How, as men, how do we toughen the skin up of these young ones?
Parents?
So they won't, No.
Parents?
Do that to my parents. I get it. I hear you. But what if they're not getting that from their parents? Then you have people like Calvin, who's in the community working with these youth and young adults to get them on the right path or whatever it's positive in their life. Do we need more men like Calvin to step up and to do this and help these young men? Or girls?
I'll let
It
goes back to parenting. We can't. I'm a coach.
Okay.
And the problem is nowadays these parents want to coddle and little Timmy this and little Timmy that. No, me as a coach, I'm an old school coach. I'm going to show you how it's done. I'm going to tell you how it is. I want it done how I need it to be done. Now, if I get in your ass, I get in your ass. And you learn. You step up, suck up your tears, and you play ball. Parents want to be, it's okay, Timmy. Don't yell at him, coach. And no. And you got these influences that are wanting to be here for your kid. Give him that tough skin. Give him some tough love. That's what old school coaches did. When my coaches back in the day used to whoop my ass on the field. They used to tell, all right, you're going to do bear crawls. You're going to do this and that until you get rid of that attitude too. And if your grades ain't right and you show me you messing up in school, you're going to come back and visit me. But you can't do that nowadays. And like it used to be back in the day, it takes a village. Remember that?
Village
it takes
gone.
A village.
Yeah.
To raise a kid. What happened to that goddamn village? I want to know.
Where's Big Mom?
The village is a mess. Now, I hear you with the coaching part because I coached.
Yeah.
Like I didn't coach this year. I coached I went from youth baseball, football, then start coaching high school football. So I didn't coach this year because of the business I do. And like Terry said, I'm out in the community, helping, trying to be where they call us violence interrupters. So we go out now outside of the football field. We deal with these young adults that don't play no sports, that don't have that structure at home. You can't sit here and go, they don't have nobody saying, don't do this to little Timmy, whatever.
Right.
They just out there.
Yeah.
So what they need is more men in the communities to step up and mentor these young men.
Yeah.
They need
because
structure.
If they don't have it at home, they got to have it somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah.
And he right. That village, you got to have a good village. But there's an old African proverb that says that allow the children to warm themselves by the fire, because if we don't, they're gonna go build their own fires and burn the village down.
Yep.
And that's what happened. We didn't allow the kids to warm themselves at the fire. So, and this is what we dealing with. We dealing with in our community. We're dealing with a village of just
I like that
doing everything. So we need people like us to step up and just do what we got to do to try to help the community. So we get young guys, we bring them in here off the streets. I mean, they hardcore thugs.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
You probably can hear them in the back talking now.
Yeah.
So we get them on. We tell them, hey man, okay, I know you're doing your thing in the streets, but what can I do to help you get off the streets?
Right.
Okay, you need a job. I can help you with the resource. Some of them, I said, we even offer free mental health counseling.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them go through trauma. They see people dying right in front of them. Man, it's a mess out here.
Yeah.
Like if you see and you around what I do every day, man, it can traumatize you.
Yeah.
So you got to be strong to do this. And that, like Kevin say, I come from a strong background. I had somebody mentor me. I had that Coach Brown in my life. I had people outside my parents to help steer me in the right direction.
Right.
So that's what I'm doing now.
Right.
Being to whoever who I come encounter with.
Yeah.
Is to be that person for them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We need more of that.
Need more structure, period.
Right.
Like there's no structure with a lot of these kids, even the kids that I coach. Now, when I grew up, my brother was my baseball coach, and he raised me. He not only raised me in life, but he raised me in the sport. And I've always I've said this before on this podcast. When I coach, I tell my kids, you take what I teach you on this field and you apply it to life. That is a saying that I got from my brother. Right. And the discipline that I teach you on this field, you apply it to life. The structure that I teach you on this field, apply it to life. The attitude, the sportsmanship, everything everything, the yes sir, no sir, yes coach, all right coach, yes, I get on top of it. Yes, apply every bit of it to
here's
life.
the thing with that, Kevin.
We don't have that no more.
Here's the thing with that. And you're right, we don't have that no more. So when I was coming up, you know, I grew up in the projects here in Chicago, Illinois, on the low end, in the rough area. We had the violence all around us. It was right there. But we had this one little community center that we can escape to.
Yes.
And we can, if we had baseball available to us. If you didn't play baseball, you had football. If you didn't play football, we had basketball. If you didn't play basketball, we had soccer. Now imagine,
center for us.
none of us little young motherfuckers knew how to play soccer, but we enjoyed kicking that damn ball around. Then we had martial arts and kickboxing. So we had a whole bevy of things to learn and do, and to keep us occupied with not wanting to do like be in the streets and stuff like that, which allowed us to be accessible to people to mentor us and tell us, you know, apply this to your life and stuff like that. So we had that, but then, like you said, it all got took away.
Yeah.
And when it got took away, that's when people started dying, falling off.
Yeah.
So the only outlet a lot of these kids have now is that it started with that damn, like Quinn said, with that damn PlayStation, them video games, then being able to access social media through that. Then it went to Facebook and TikTok and all this other crap. So this is what occupies them right now.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
Yeah. It's the thrill of hunting going viral.
Socialized now. Even the gang banging is done like that.
Yeah.
Over 90% of the shootings that we respond to started on social media.
See?
It started on social media. Once we find out what happened, they was beefing on social media. Or it was this rapper from that area was beefing on social media about the rapper in that area, and then they saw somebody from that area and they shot him.
Yeah.
So, and I get a lot of that because of the social media bullying that people do back and forth. Innocent people get killed.
Yeah.
I've had to sit with parents, sit with family members, and I'll just give you this one quick little thing, real quick. This one boy came from college. Mama raised him not too far from here in the rough part of the area. Sent him to the south suburbs to get good schooling and stuff, which he did. Went to college, came home to visit his mom, helping her bring groceries into the house. These little wild motherfuckers shot him because they was beefing with somebody on social media from that area. So the first person they saw was him, and they shot him in front of his mama.
Wow.
So his mama raised him, did what she had to do to get him on the right path, only for some knucklehead to come take his life over some shit that happened on Facebook.
On social media. It's crazy.
That he didn't have nothing to do with.
That's crazy.
This is what we dealing with out here.
I'm telling you, listen, man, and I'll say this to you, Calvin. What you do is nothing short of amazing, because we need more men to step up and do that. I need to start a program here in Columbia where I'm at.
I would love to start something here.
It can be done. It can be done. Trust me. If y'all want to do it, it can be done. Yeah. I can tell you how to do it. Yeah. It can be done. You just gotta have the people that's willing to do it.
Yeah.
Because we putting ourselves in harm's way every day.
Yeah.
Like we just had the meeting I told you before earlier. At the meeting, because we're gonna have an event in an area that's heavy, like almost twice a week. There's some shootings over there. We're about to have an event right there for this community to try to help it.
Yeah,
so
got it.
That's what we do.
I know.
We out there.
I know, like my junior and senior year, we had this mentoring program where we taught. Even when I was in college, we went back to the high school, Greenville High, and we were talking to the younger guys and teaching them etiquette, how to dress and how to do certain things, outside of the hood area, and just, trying to tell them what the world is like outside of the hood, because you can't carry the hood with you everywhere you go. Right. And it's so ingrained in some of these kids that they'll never escape it. That's true. Because when you got, like, even if your mama and dad ain't together, but you still see your dad, or you got your uncles or something like that, if they still ain't no real OGs no more, because you got a lot of these older cats that still trapped in that world that's sending these younger cats out here to do certain things and letting them know, oh, you're gonna earn your stripes, you're gonna get this rank, you're gonna get this respect to do this. If you do this, only just to keep their hands from getting dirty.
When does the cycle stop?
The cycle stop when we all put our foot down.
That's the thing. That's a community effort, and it's not just going to come from the Black community. That is.
I'm glad you said that, Quinn. I'm glad you said that. Crack. When did crack stop ravishing our neighborhoods? When it started reaching across the tracks.
Yep. That's just like the opioid
right area, right person hard enough. That's when it'll stop. Long as
that's
it's
just like with
us,
opioids. Opioids didn't become a problem until a bunch of white kids started dying from opioids.
I agree with that. Totally.
Nothing becomes a problem. The only thing that they haven't tried to put a stop to that's become a problem, that because white people are doing it a lot more, but they try to highlight us, is shootings.
Yeah.
And the only reason it looks worse on us is because we have a smaller population compared to the white population.
Yeah.
But if you look at the numbers, because people could kill who are in proximity to them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you look at the white, like how many black kids have you seen at a school shooting or a mass shooting?
One.
How many of those shooters have been black?
One.
All right. Well, my cousin was a school shooter. He served life in prison for that. But that happened back in the 80s.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? It's but now, you know, like you had Columbine, they didn't want to do nothing about gun control. You had so many school shootings, and it's these, and then when you try to do restrictions on gun laws, it's a problem saying you trying to take away the Second Amendment right. The Second Amendment does not say you have the right to carry an AR-15. It does not say. It just says you have the right to bear arms in case you need to form a militia. And the Second Amendment was written in the 18th century.
Yeah,
They did not have the foresight to see that technology was going to advance to where you got people walking around with guns, semi-automatic or automatic rifles that can have 100-round drum on them.
And they didn't have the foresight that black people would be free enough to carry their own arms.
Exactly.
That too.
Exactly. Where's my therapy? And we can drop the mic and end the show right there on that. They did not think that we were gonna, be free enough to bear all of you. Yeah.
Because like my brother Quinn said, we get our shootings highlighted a lot.
We do.
Now, I get C-Pics. I got access to shot spotters in Chicago, everything. Let me tell you, I serve as an area now that's, I want to say maybe 65% Latino, and the rest is African American. My brothers on the Latino side, they be getting down.
They get it. They be getting it.
Bro, worse than whatever y'all see on the news from afar and they showing you that's happening in Inglewood. Bro, Little Village, all them, man, it's
all over. It's all, if you go to Florida, I'm half Mexican.
Dude.
I'm gonna tell you it's in Florida. I'm gonna tell you it's in Memphis, Tennessee. There's a show that actually showed it's called M13. The M13, M13. And so they have a group that's called the Brown Pride group. Brown Pride group formed an actual gang. Look, I'm telling you, they in Memphis, they everywhere now. But because like Calvin, the point where Calvin, the direction he's going, because we're the top minority, we're gonna be singled out because of the shootings that you see. Again, we're 13% of the population, but yet here we go. If you want to run statistics, they're there for you. And I got a guy named Young Merc on TikTok, on Instagram. If you don't know him, follow him. He gives you statistics, and it's on the internet. Internet is free, folks. Look it up.
But see, here's the thing too. They do shooting statistics just like they do social program statistics. They always want to say black people are on food stamps and welfare and all that type of stuff. But it's more white people on those programs than it is of us. They just make us as a scapegoat.
That's part of what we're saying.
Just try to call us lazy.
That's part of what me and Calvin are saying. It's the point that we're being singled out. When they even want to break down statistics, we're being singled out only because we're the top minority. Look, the Indians get down.
But here's
I got some Indian brothers that will put a bullet in you, no thought process behind it.
But I hear you, Kev, on the number one, with the top minority thing. But the real reason is we have no economic power.
Right.
We have no economic power.
Right.
And the thing is,
even though they doing what they doing in their neighborhoods, they have their own businesses.
Mm-hmm.
They have their own community. They have everything going on now except us. So we have no economic power.
And the thing is, we make the economy go. Black people make the economy go. It is just that we don't have the foresight or the mindset to unify that and show and use our dollars to actually make a difference, because we so wrapped up in conspiracy theories and that crab in the bucket mentality that we hate to feel like that we're not getting our fair share, or we hate to see that maybe it's somebody we don't like and I'm not going to support him, even though supporting that person that can actually build something to bring more jobs and pay more people within the community. And then that person, and then you have those people that reaching that level that don't reach back to try to bring the others up with them up the ladder.
True. All righty then. This brings this episode of the Knucklehead Chronicles to a close. I want to thank my special guest, Mr. Calvin, Mr. Zoo, for coming through. I appreciate you, man. I know you got things to do. So listen, Calvin, tell me this. Tell the people how they can get a hold of your program, or do you have a website, or do you have, how can people help? Can they Cash App, email, anything like that?
Well, if they want to get in touch with the program, it's called SWOP, SWOP, Chicago, and they can email me at calvinbrown@swopchicago.org, and I can get them all the information that they need, or any way they want to help, volunteer, anything. We always looking for resources. We always looking for people to help, and it don't just stop in the community that I'm in. We trying to reach out to all the communities. So thank you. Yes, that's it right there. So if you hit me on that, and we can get any information that they want. And .org, not .com.
Oh, my bad. I'll fix it. No problem.
Yeah. So so got to fix it for the people. Yeah,
that's right. Or
but it's we out there. We doing the work. You know, we risking it so that we can have something better. And thank you for even having me on here.
Oh, for sure.
Seeing my man Cal.
There's a slide if you want.
Yeah.
Slide if you want.
Come, hey man, you're always welcome here. You
in the house now, buddy. You in the house now. All right, so
I'm kind of liking this here.
Yeah, it gets better.
Yeah.
All right, man. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. You guys have a wonderful rest of your week. We will see you guys next week on the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast. Make sure you subscribe and download. All right, we'll talk to y'all next week.
Love you, brothers. Hope to see y'all again, man.
¿Vives en Virginia, Si recibiste la vacuna contra COVID-19, sigues estando protegido. Este otoño estaremos poniendo dosis de refuerzo para ayudar a prolongar esa protección. No olvides que el Departamento de Salud de Virginia sigue siendo tu mejor fuente de información sobre el COVID-19. Para saber si puedes recibir la dosis de refuerzo y programar una cita, visita vaccinate.virginia.gov o llama al 877-829-4682. Este es un mensaje del Departamento de Salud de Virginia.